Yeah, Brian Hannon, Renton detectives say he's targeted small businesses in this city, Kent, Tukwila, and other parts of King County. In fact, police say they saw the suspect riding around in a stolen car and arrested him last week after extensive surveillance. Never straying from his signature move. Renton police say suspect Felity White always rams a stolen car into a business to burglarize it.
That vehicle would be backed into a front door to either disturb the window glass or just break out the entire door frame. And then the suspect, who is almost inevitably masked up, would run in, grab whatever items he could in a very short span of time. Generally, he's only inside for a minute, maybe 2 minutes at the most, and then he'd run back out to this vehicle and drive off.
Detective Robert Onishi says White's crime spree has spanned all across South King County, suspected of 19 burglary cases in Renton alone, and he has a specific target.
Mr. White was picking on small businesses. I don't know if that's because of a perceived vulnerability, because they didn't have necessarily up-to-date security systems, or what the rationale was, but we're looking at family-owned restaurants and family-owned nail salons and other small shops that probably are able to afford the disruption this causes.
The King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office says White has been charged in 4 pending cases against him, all of them connected to burglary, stolen cars, and eluding police. Court documents say since 2016, Washington courts have issued more than 20 warrants for his arrest. Last year, Renton police arrested him while inside a stolen car.
He was in custody for some period of time, a matter of months there, with pending charges for a number of those burglaries, and then the court released him, and all this started back up again.
Back on the streets, stealing cars and targeting small businesses once again. Detectives say this restaurant was White's last hit before he was recently arrested.
We hate to see what it took along the way in terms of damage to our community and our businesses to get us to the point where we were able to get him.
The prosecutor's office says every time he's charged, they argue for a high bail amount since he is a danger to the community. But prosecutors say it's the court that ultimately sets a lower bail, low enough for White to get out of custody on his own recognizance. With White currently held on a $100,000 bail, Onishi says he hopes it's enough to keep him locked up for a while.
The worry would be that down the line, periodically that gets reviewed by judges, and at some point in time that number might be reduced.
Prosecutors in the high-priority repeat offender group filed the latest charges against White. They did ask the court to set bail at $100,000, which the court agreed. White is scheduled for his next hearing on October 11th. Reporting live in Renton, Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.